Greetings everyone, and great here for another Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition replay. Spawn right side as the red Mayans, we have Enzyme. I was looking at the wrong name the entire time. Spawn the blue Malians, we have MT. So yeah, looks like I was mistaken. This is Mayans, not Aztecs. Sometimes I get those symbols mixed up. Let's go and cover each player's civilization bonuses. The Malians, they're of course an infantry civilization. Buildings cost 50% less food, or 50% less wood. Buildings don't cost food. Barracks unit gets +1 pierce armor starting feudal age. Those drop off 50% more gold, which is very, very good. Unique unit, Gabeto, which is a fast-moving knife or axe-throwing infantry unit. Unique text, Tigwell, Council's fire arrows while ungarrisoned. Not really that important. And Farambia, Cavalry gets +5 attack. We got the Eagle Scout trying to get some stabs there. Got a good amount of damage on that one villager there, severely wounded. And for Red's bonuses, the Mayans. Archer civilization. Villagers start with +1 villager, but -50 less food. Start with resources last 15% longer, which is actually very, very nice. Archers cost 10%, 20%, and 30% less resources. Unique unit, Plumed Archer. I forget, it's like an anti-archer archer, or was it like a fast archer? I always forget. Unique text. Huchko javelins. Skirmishers throw a second projectile. El Dorado. Eagle Warriors have +40 hit points. Team bonus. Walls cost 50% less. That actually is quite significant. So if you like stone walls, you get that cheaper. If you like palisade, like double stacking palisade walls, that costs the same amount. Plus, it also allows you to go for palisade walls much, much earlier, in order to help keep your area secure. So very, very good civilization bonus there. Looks like both sides are just eyeing the eco up, so let's go ahead and go even faster. The Mayans are going for a full farm there. Who's now getting off this full farm as well. Last of 4A started to collect on up. Castle H now being researched by Red. And South Blue's already gotten his Castle Age as well. We got Bodkin Arrow, and I see some blue stuff on the field. Slow down. There we go. We got the Bodkin Arrow research. Crossbow research was very, very delayed. Those just was lacking resources for it. Let's see what Red is. Crossbow and Bodkin research is on the way. Looks like the crossbow research both sides are going to have similar planning. Nope, Blue's going to get his out a little bit earlier. We've got crossbows and now research both sides. Red now offsets Bodkin Arrow as well. Right now it's a bit of a skirmishing fight. Barring the fact there's lack of skirmishers. The market does get cancelled there, overflow destroyed. I wasn't really paying attention. And right now, Blue's crossbowmen falling back. Red does have 13. Maybe a good idea to break down the wounded palisade wall and charge forward. Villagers are facing on forward. Going for a forward siege workshop. He does actually destroy the wounded palisade wall, and it's going to make his way forward. Looks like Blue's just eyeing. Okay, ballistics is pretty good. Pierce armor is pretty good, so very, very good. Red's getting his own ballistics as well, but doesn't appear to have pierce armor. He may have actually does. He does get his level 1 pierce armor right now, so very good. Finds an angle on these villagers there. Let's take out a couple of them now. And there's a palisade gate here as well, so Red's able to pursue both sides of ballistics. Red hits there. Blue is actually rolling some misses there, and the high ground damage is actually very important, or low ground lack of damage is actually important. Red hasn't lost many crossbowmen there. Good hits there. And now these 2 crossbowmen falling back. But this Eagle Scout does find some hits there. Takes out one of those crossbowmen as well, but does get gunned down by the last crossbowman. Now Red could advance forward as well. He hardly lost any crossbowman engagement. We now have a siege workshop here. Let's see what's being pulled on out from it. Right now, a Mangonel. Mangonel's almost deployed out in the field. My apologies. Mangonel does roll a miss there. High ground damage or low ground damage, allowing the Mangonel to sustain a little less damage. does take a nice hit there on those two reinforcing crossbowmen. Mangonel's now going to be repaired on up by this early, by the forward repairer. Red's crossbowman falling back, doesn't want to fight against that Mangonel. Does find a potential engagement there onto these crossbowmen, only getting some damage onto them. Blue's going for more and more crossbowmen, as well as villagers. And Red's going for more and more crossbowmen, as well as villagers, as well as Eagle Scouts. Those appears to be Eagle, yep, they're Eagle Scouts, not Eagle Warriors just yet. Sorry about that. And the lion does get some noms and does receive a lot of arrows there. It's now a Nemeton lion. Receive a lot of damage there on those crossbowmen. They're very, very wounded. A monk to heal them up wouldn't be half bad. If you throw them inside the town center, get healed up as well. Nobody ever does that. Looks like a couple of these crossbowmen being picked on off. Blue has a good number here, and then attack move order, picking off these reinforcements. Very, very good. Picking off these reinforcements is very important. Let's see, how many Eagle Scouts does he have at the moment? Or even Eagle Scouts being pulled out at the moment. And again, more of these reinforcements being picked on off. That is a large number of those did go down. You got some Eagle Scouts here. No Eagle Warrior upgrade just yet. Mangonel finds a volley there, hits a villager. Trying to deal with these Eagle Scouts now. The Eagle Scouts currently have 2 Pierce Armor, no Pierce Armor upgrades onto them. Okay, now this Eagle Warrior is being focused down, so these crossbowmen. But this Mangonel does find a volley there, and finds a massive volley there. Red is losing far, far too many crossbowmen. Not only because of poor reinforcement rally, but also because even from a lion, he lost a crossbowman to a lion. Ugh. Red is losing far, far too many of these crossbowmen. Village now seeing some hits there. He's denying this gold with his long range hits there. Mangonel's going to take time to break down the palisade gate. Palisade gate has been destroyed, and now these crossbowmen advance forward. Does find a good volley there on the Eagle Scout. More Eagle Scouts on the build queue, more crossbowmen on the build queue, but they're multi-stacked a bit too high. He needs more archer ranges. These crossbowmen need to fall back. They are needed, but he needs time to reinforce. Has a good number of crossbow inside the archer ranges. Very nice. 7 total. Now 8. Soon to be 9 and 10. Got 1 Eagle Scout loaded up as well. It looks like still just 1 town center queue. Nope, he does have 2 town center there. Not building any more villages at the moment. Blue does have a superior number of villagers. 61 to 67. Mangonel finds a good volley there. Eagle Scout push way forward. Finds a massive there, so Blue has lost a significant number there. Does lose the barracks. That's why the Eagle Scout got forced out, because of the wounded barracks. These couple crossbowmen do push forward, finds a volley there, but gets some damage on those villagers. Does get them back to town center now. One Mangonel does go down. Blue's Mangonel, or Red's Mangonel, finds a decent hit there on these crossbowmen, severely wounded. And Red's Mangonel does go down. Does finish off that Blue Mangonel. Both of those crossbowmen do go down as well. This Mangonel is still at full health. Red is going for more Mangonels. And right now, Blue does have the high ground, so the Mangonels volleys will do less damage. He probably needs a direct hit there to take out this Mangonel. But even then, maybe not that. Yeah, even a direct hit doesn't take out that Mangonel. Takes out Blue's Mangonel there. Very, very nice. Crossbowman receive a nice volley there from the Mangonel, and now Red's crossbowman advance forward. They're very, very wounded. And Blue's coming back off from the region. Red has stabilized for the moment. We'll still have 2 villager production, 2 crossbow production. Blue has no villager production at the moment. Going for the horse collar upgrade, as well as a handful of crossbowmen and Mangonels. Looks like Blue's just trying to equal up at the moment. We do have 9 crossbowmen here. We do have 16 here for Red. But these forward Mangonels could do some good work there. That's going to be another massive volley. Blue's Mangonel has received some fire there. damage there. So a direct hit will kill off that Magano, and Red's does go down there quite easily. High ground crossbowman gets some good damage, and receives some good damage. Magano starts pushing way forward along with his crossbowman. And Red loses another Magano. Red does have the high ground advantage right here. There's currently 14 crossbowmen here. Red's crossbowman was dancing around a little bit too much. Red's crossbowman also severely wounded. He needs to fall back, get some reinforcements, maybe some more Maganos. He's calling out more and more crossbowmen. Red's also getting out some more Maganos, and it's maintaining good builder production. Do now have a castle over here, which will slowly siege on the workshop. Very, very nice. And I was trying to eye for the scoring stone. Blue's now pushed forward 3 Maganos. Very, very nice. Oh, that's a mutual trade at least. Ooh, these crossbowmen are far, far too punched up. They will get annihilated by those Maganos. Because they're on this archer range. He only has 2 archer ranges, and he can't be losing these. He needs to perhaps get some garrison on the inside as well. Good volley there. Crossbowmen engaging close range. Maganos are a little bit smarter in Defend Edition, where they try to minimize friendly fire damage. So being at point blank range, using the Maganos will not necessarily kill off the Maganos. A large number of these palisade walls have been destroyed off right there. Red's Magano finds a great volley there on the blue's Magano, and does receive some damage in return thanks to the high ground as well. Red's now going for Imperial Age. He's down 1 archer range as well, so he's down to 1 archer range. Needs more Maganos. Well, bring in some plumed archer support as crossbowmen if needed as well. And he can get Arbalest up to research as well. Red's Maganos does find small splash damage there. His mine camp's starting going down. He still has 3 Maganos in this region. Red has currently 14 crossbowmen there. Good number of them are quite wounded. Blue has 20. Let's see, is Blue going for Imperial Age just yet? Blue's just now started Imperial Age. Red has Imperial Age almost complete. Now Red has Imperial Age. He can perhaps go for the Heavy Onager upgrade, or the Onager upgrade. Put it there on the Magano. The Paladin's starting to go down. He's going to lose his last archer range. He has to put out some more. That's good. This getting Bracer as well. Trying to get some extra range and damage, as well as the Arbalest upgrades on the build queue. Archer range here does go down. Red's now pulling pushing forward with 2 Maganos. Red sounds like has to receive a bit of fire there. And it gets annihilated by a single volley from a high ground Magano.
Shot it.
Arbalest upgrade's almost complete. And now we do have a battery ram pushing way forward, which would be a good item to deal with this town center. Arbalest has been researched, but now it sees a lot of extra damage there. Trying to dodge these Magano shots. Blue's crossbow just standing there firing. Arbalest are going down.
Shot it.
Town center now has been degarrisoned. Crossbow advancing forward. Blue's going to be pretty far away from his own Arbalest if he can even get Arbalests. Good splitting up damage there. Taking out a number of those blue crossbowmen, just using superior quality now. Blue now has his own Imperial Age, so but still pretty far away from getting out his Bracer and Arbalest if he can get those research. I'm not so sure if he can. We got a handful of Arbalests being pulled out, being queued on up. Still got this banner ram pushing way forward. We got another banner ram here, perhaps putting some poles up. Chemistry now being researched by the Mayan player.
Shot it.
Stone being collected over here by Red. And that's where Red is getting his gold way down south. University now seeing some fire there. It's getting pretty close. You may get chemistry interrupted. Siege Workshop does go down right there. We do have the 17 Arbalists advancing forward. Blue's now falling back with his crossbowmen. What can Blue get? He cannot get Bracer. He can get Arbalists. Let's take out the Mangonel there. Thanks to the fact that he does have Arbalists to research, he's able, as those fletchings, he's able to get some good range aims there. Farms getting hit by these battering rams, as well as Market. These forces pushing way down south. There's 26 Arbalists here. And that battering ram does go on down. Blue does reveal the fact that he has Arbalist research now, and do have a forward Siege Workshop here. Arbalist trying to advance forward, but we've got the castle in this region. He does have ballistics. He may not have murder holes. Most people don't really go for murder holes, honestly. Blue's not going for Pierce Armor research, as well as the Elite Skirmisher upgrade. Oh, there's a pyramid there. Blue's going to get some great damage there on these villagers. Red has not responded whatsoever. Now we got the response there. Large numbers of villagers will go ahead and go on down. Red's villager count is dwindling rapidly. His opponent has 112, and Red has 80, 70, 78, 77, 75, 74. It is a slaughter against those villagers. But Red's eyeing for a counterattack has multiple groups of Arbalists advancing on forward. These villagers trying to run away up north. There's nothing up here for the garrison. He is trying to go for this town center now. He does spot this gold mine there, so splitting off a small amount of these Arbalists wouldn't be a bad idea. He's almost reaching forward, now seeing some elite skirmisher fire. Blue killed off a lot more villagers. Opponent Red is down now to 62 villagers. Blue's at 104. A lot of these villagers being pursued. He's just pushing way forward. They run to this town castle there. Some garrison the council inside the castle. I'm not sure what though. Looks like just villagers. Recent conscription as well. Red's now pushing forward these Arbalists. It has 14 here. That's currently 14 for Blue. Thanks to the fact that Red has bracers, should be much better for Red. My apologies. And looks like Blue's sort of just in this garrison. This group of Arbalists up here is finally being cleaned up. Blue just going for mass elite skirmisher. Oh, looks like Blue's doing a good job there. Finds a choke point to choke up his opponent. They're currently 11 each. Has the high ground damage there as well, so Red needing to fall back. The high ground damage being problematic. Great dodging there, drawing a lot of fire there, while Red just has general aim move forward and losing a lot of Arbalists there. Great micro by Blue. Blue's now down to 84 villagers. Red's at 61. Elite skirmishers getting some great damage there on these Arbalists. There should be enough Arbalists there to deal with these skirmishers, but it's going to be not a good engagement in either way. Got these 15 Arbalists advancing forward. Now they find their own high ground names there, annihilating Blue's Arbalists there, finally cleaning all that up. Now he's able to claim that last bit of 121 gold. This gold mine now is starting to be recollected there. It does have defensive castle in the region as well. Right now the village count 65 and 90. Not looking good for either player, but Blue's certainly looking better. Skirmishers advancing forward. We got 10 skirmishers in this region pushing way forward. We got these 12 skirmishers as well. We got 17 skirmishers, or 7 skirmishers there. So it looks like Blue's just transitioned to mass skirmishers. He did lose that gold collection there, so he does need to get that to start recovering. And what does Blue have right now? He's going for his infantry upgrades now, so he's starting to transition to his infantry. Some of these lumberjacks are starting to get hit by these skirmishers, receiving a lot of damage there. Red's losing some more of these villagers. He can't be losing any more. He just had 69. Now he has less than 69. And now this lumberjack sounders, we're seeing a bit of fire there. Villagers just going around building housing and outposts. Arbala's trying to deal with these skirmishers. These skirmishers getting some hits there onto these villagers. These skirmishers currently have 8 armor, and this lion will not get the kill there on the villager. The Arbalist should be able to, if they were to stand there and shoot him. Blue's now backing out off with these Arbalists. Blues still have a handful of skirmishers in this region. They don't do good damage versus buildings, so you leave them alone for a bit of time against those buildings. But there's still the skirmisher just annoying these villagers. Arbalists are falling back away from the skirmishers. And that Arbalist does go down there as well. This villager does see some fire there. Eagle Scout finds some stabs there onto this elite skirmisher. So maybe transition to some Eagle Scouts. Maybe that was just a leftover one. Though, then again, he doesn't have Eagle Warrior research just yet. Let's see what Red is currently deployed and on out. Yep, he's starting to build up some more Eagle Scouts, trying to deal with these skirmishers with them. And now we do have the gold technology, which is Eagle Warriors have plus 40 hit points. So maybe he is trying to transition to some Eagle Warriors.
Shot it.
Skirmishers getting some damage here. And still just skirmishers everywhere. Eagle Scouts pushing way forward. They do have soon have El Dorado research. They have El Dorado research, Eagle Warrior research on the build queue. Castle gained some great damage there on these skirmishers, able to keep this gold line from being harassed too much. And now these Eagle Warriors should be able to deal with these skirmishers no problem. Right now they have 4 pierce armor. Skirmishers have 6 damage, so they will do 2 damage per javelin. 4 castle being pulled out by blue. This gold mine doesn't have a whole lot of gold left. That's 4 deposits, all less than 400. Red could send a single villager or 2 to claim that gold as well. Let's not let that go. Eagle Warriors push way forward, gain some good damage there onto these elite skirmishers. Just got a couple of villagers for against Red. Red's up to 70, and now his opponent's at 103 as well. So both sides still recovering their villager count.
Shot it.
Now these Arbalists are advancing forward. We do have 2-handed swordsmen being pulled out, as well as now the elite Eagle Warrior research as well. He does spot the 2-handed swordsman. He's getting champion upgrades as well, so he can get champions. He has gotten champions. He can get supplies, but not Gamerson, which is actually a bit of a problem versus the Mayans, who's more of an archer civilization. Elite Eagle Warriors now sprinting around, ready to get some work done. Blue's now on trying to clean this northern stone as well. Arbalists received some fire there, but the elite Eagle Warriors now coming in here to advance and hit these skirmishers. Arbalists could push forward to support the elite Eagle Warriors. Now we've got a good number of champions deployed on the field, and there's a good number of skirmishers to support them as well. Elite Eagle Warriors trying to poke down some of this housing. These Elite Eagle Warriors trying to go for some of these skirmishers. They're not going for the villagers. Now the Elite Eagle Warriors are getting some good damage. Their champions coming in to respond to deal with these Elite Eagle Warriors. These Elite Eagle Warriors are not going to try to run away. Arbalists getting some great damage there on the skirmishers, but skirmishers, of course, would love to be in range of these Arbalists. Though he is a bit overkilling them, Elite Warriors could advance forward to draw some fire there. Castle's now in range as well, getting some good damage, and now we've got some trebuchets being pulled up by Red. Very, very nice. More flanking Eagle Warriors here, getting them overrunning these Elite Skirmishers. And now we've got the champions trying to stop these Eagle Warriors from being in the region. These Eagle Warriors are currently at 100 health with El Dorado, and now he's starting to get the melee upgrades as well. He has not gotten melee upgrades. Up north, we do have the skirmishers still trying to secure up the stone. Farm now receiving a bit of fire as well. That villager does go ahead and go on down. You have a very, very large army here of 60 units. There's currently 40 Arbalists in this region, receiving a lot of various skirmisher fire. I don't think the Arbalists will like this engagement. They will need these elite eagle warriors to charge in forward to deal with these skirmishers, as well as hold back the champions for the Arbalists to start firing away. Both sides could say to have some onagers deployed on the field. Elite eagle warriors now advancing forward. Elite eagle warriors need to fall back a little bit, push it a little bit too far forward. And the Eagle Warriors now have 8 pierce armor. So these skirmishers will do minimal damage to them. And now got the Arbalists now push away forward. They do have the high ground damage there. The Eagle Warriors is mainly to have movement to hold back his opponent. Arbalists not firing away. Champions starting to close the distance. So I'm going to just stand there and fight to hit these champions. It has a good number of Arbalists in this region, but champions starting to close the distance there. Skirmishers does get some sporadic damage there. Trebuchet getting some good hits there as well. Trebuchet garrison inside the castle. And now these Arbalists are falling back. Trebuchet in the region. Castle gets some good damage there onto these champions. Does he have murder hole research? He does not have murder hole research. And sorry, I hit my microphone once again. Arbalists are in a good position there. These champions are starting to stream on forward. He may just need to stand and fight. Red's castle now under siege. Arbalists stepping away, trying to deal with these champions. Has a good number of them. We've got these skirmishers hitting the various villagers there. Red's currently at 76, 75, 74 villagers and counting down. Red's castle still receiving more fire. Got these champions engaging the town center now. Arbalists trying to get as much damage as possible onto these champions. The trebuchet is firing away. One of them's on the low ground, the other one may be on equal ground. Town center is still alive and can still be garrisoned. 2 more trebuchets being pulled out by blue. And now these elite skirmishers are starting to focus down by these Arbalists. Good damage there onto the castle. And over here, you got these skirmishers getting some more kills as well, just being oh so annoying. Red's now down to 58 villagers. Red's just not getting good villager retention. He's also very, very low on food. He's trying to spend all his food on redeploying out his villagers. Of course, Arbalists do not require food. Eagle Warriors do. Champions now push away forward. There's 22 of them right there. Eagle Warriors trying to deal with these skirmishers now. And they've got these various Eagle Warriors just trying to clean up this housing as well. Which could potentially put blue in a low housing cap. Town center does go in and go on down right there. And now I've got these skirmishers advancing on forward.
Shot it.
Champion is pushing way forward. We got a good number of elite skirmishers as well. Running a force of 46. We do have a force of approximately 41 Arbalists. Eagle Warriors pushing way up north. I wonder if he spotted that area. Either way, he will potentially find these villagers. Going for a forward castle and trying to secure up that stone. Help the Eagle Warriors trying to push on forward. Guess spot those champions right there. And here, trebuchet is now firing away. Trying to get some good damage there onto this castle now. Castle's seeing quite a bit of damage right there. Arbalists trying to push forward, trying to engage them. Good hits there onto these skirmishers. Up north, Blue's castle has been completed, and these champions are getting some good damage onto these villagers. Red is now back up to 73 and dropping. Arbalest advancing on forward as well. He has a very good large number of Arbalests here, approximately 59 of varying healthiness. Skirmishers getting some good damage there. Champions could start charging forward as well. Arbalest does take out one of those trebuchets, and that red castle goes down quite easily. Does have the high ground damage there, which would be very good to deal with these skirmishers with extra damage. Eagle Warriors, handful of them are charging forward as well. Champions are not being drawn forward just yet. He's have to stand there and fight. Trebuchets getting some damage there onto these Arbalests as well. Eagle Warriors charging forward, trying to deal with these villagers. Blue's going playing the stone there. And these champions are still getting some good damage on in. Red's currently down to 67 villagers. And some of these farms starting to go down as well. The Mayan player, of course, have access to additional improved javelin throwers if he so chooses to go for them, and if he starts running out of gold. In fact, the map's probably pretty close to running out of gold as well. If you take a look at the gold reserve, red is out of gold. Blue has a mass reserve of nearly 3,000 gold as well as 5,000 food. What blue should do is start collecting a lot of wood and then build out a lot of proxy barracks and just flood its opponent with champions. He can be suicidal with his champions. He's just lacking wood for the infrastructure. Blue does also has a 3 relics as well, so he will maintain a good gold tithe as well. Red does have a small gold deposit here, and the last of Red's gold is being collected right there as well. I don't know where there's any other gold deposit at the moment. Trying to look at the map there. Eagle War is getting cleaned up. Let's see. I don't see any sort of gold deposit left in the field other than the 2 that's in the Mayans base. Eagle Warriors receiving a bit of fire there. Red needs to start transitioning to his javelin troops and get the research for them as well. Trebuchet now receiving a bit of fire there. Red trying to deal with this castle. Trebuchet will go down, but there's a lot of castle fire on this Arbalest. He's losing a large number of those guys there. Now champions have broken the front line. And these are blue trebuchets, not red trebuchets as well. So a lot of Red's infrastructure will start to go down. I think that's going to be the end of the game for Red. Darbo's trying to move on back. This castle will receive some repairs. Handful of Red's villages going down. Red's up to 82. This one's at 105. Arbalest now trying to push away forward, trying to deal with this force here. Do now have the blast furnace research being pulled on the field. He definitely needs to start getting his skirmisher upgrades. Eagle Warrior trying to get some good damage there onto these skirmishers. If these Eagle Warriors can also take out these trebuchets quite reasonably well. One trebuchet does go down. And Blue pulls back. He really should eye getting more and more barracks and just start swarming his opponent with champions. His reserve is so high. Red's reserve has a good reserve of wood, but has no reserve of food or gold. Wheelbarrow or a handcart not being researched now. Good damage there on these Arbalests. He's down to 16 there and losing them quite rapidly. He does actually have another force there, so he's actually at 27-ish. Archer Rangers being pulled out on the field. Got these Eagle Warriors advancing forward. Skirmishers or Arbalests advancing forward do have this archer range being deployed on out. Red is also no longer at the max 200 population. He does not have the income to really support 200 population anyways. So a good number of champions in this region. This is why more and more of these elite Eagle Warriors. They're now fully upgraded, I believe. Elite Eagle Warriors are advancing forward. Champions do have extra damage. Elite Eagle Warriors do have good health, though. Arbalest now advancing forward, and now we're seeing some extra fire from these skirmishers. We're dancing around with this, not exactly great. I think trying to focus on the champions individually. Champions now charge on forward, and now these Arbalists going to start going on down. Eagle Warriors are just, he's dancing, Red starts dancing around too much. He's losing too many forces right there. Sorry about that. Arbalists are just falling back. Got this castle now in range as well. It's a good fighting position there for Red. May just need to hold the line right there, because at this point in time, he's just losing too much. Skirmisher's getting some great damage on these Arbalists there. He's down to minimal Arbalists, like down to single digits now. And Red is casting GG now. That is going to be the end of the replay. This is Android saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.